I had tons of success at Pulaski Academy. We won 9 state championships. But it's time for the next chapter. From Little Rock to Clinton, South Carolina, there's a whole lot riding on this season.
Coach Kelley, he's a winner. He knows how to win. He knows what it takes to win.
My strategy is certainly a lot different, but it's not going to change in college.
Always goes on 4th down. He never punts. Onside kicks all the time.
This team hadn't had any success in a long time. Look for the ball! So it's going to take everybody coming together, or we're going to fail.
We really know we have our work cut out for us. It's go time now.
I'm putting a lot on the line here. Buckle up. This is To the House. I've been coaching for, I think this is my 29th year. I'm old, so that makes me forget. I started off coaching outside Dallas and then went to Little Rock, Arkansas, Pulaski Academy High School. I had some opportunities to talk to people about college jobs, and Presbyterian's job came up. You look up, and a few months later, there you are. I always feel confident. That sounds terrible, but I think you should have confidence. I'm gonna go down there and be me, and they're gonna ask me questions. I'm gonna answer honestly. Like I say, I'm in a great spot. I'm just here to be me, and if I'm somebody that fits into this place, then it's a good spot to be, and if not, I've got a great spot to go back to. I was comfortable at Pulaski Academy, maybe a little bit too comfortable coaching. And sometimes people want challenges in their life. If we go down here and it goes well, then it's a new challenge accepted, it's a new part of a career, but at the same time, it's a huge risk. Once you get to the college game, odds are you're not gonna be there very long. And at 52, maybe that's not the best decision, I don't know, but this is where it led to, and so here I am. Hi, my name is Kevin Kelley. I'm the head football coach at Presbyterian College in South Carolina. Studying the history of the school, they've had a lot of success in the 60s and 70s.
Here's that snap. He'll give. Lansford breaks the tackle. 10, 5, touchdown!
Then in the 80s, I think they had some success too.
Caleb Griffin on his first touchdown pass.
But since then, they've kind of just gone up and down and up and down. Overall, they haven't had what I would call success. When you lose more than 1 or 2 games in a season, the mentality changes. People wondering how hard should we work, because is it really worth it? That mentality was something I really wanted to change. And I'm not saying they're weak physically, but mentally, that thought process, it dictates how football teams go. Y'all better get y'all's crap together on which friggin' running plays you're running downhill, which one you run in front of the quarterback. That caused a fumble the other day. Coach is struggling because he's got several guys that are good enough to play. That's the first way not to get to play. All I'm gonna do is put my head down and work and use all the time that I have to try to build the program.
We're back. I'm excited to be back. Some surprising events that happened, but I'm excited to be here.
It's game week.
I'm back. I'm back for another season.
You ought to be excited about game week. I got chills just thinking about game week. I couldn't sleep last night. I was tossing and turning. It ain't about who wants to win the game Saturday. It's about who is willing to do what they've got to do right now until Saturday to get ready to win the game. Because I promise you, Saturday, those guys want to win it just as bad as you, period. So we're 3 weeks in. We're really coming up on our first game. And we've got to get things organized. But the first thing I'm worried about is the kids' attitudes, work ethics, about the little things. I realized I didn't have these guys in the summer like scholarship teams do. What are we doing? We've had them 3 weeks. We've got to introduce a new system in 3 weeks. Basically, it's like learning a different language. It's like dropping you off in Madrid or something, expecting you to know Spanish the first day. First time you F that up in the game, you ain't going back in.
So we don't punt. We always go it on 4th down.
We're going to be on freaking ESPN and running 4th downs. We need to look like we at least know what we're doing.
We onside.
Got jet copter this way.
We never really kick field goals. We always go for 2. Change the minds of high school kids. That's why I was dominant at PA, but it's different now.
Did he have to throw you out a while ago because you stopped running?
Yeah, yes, sir.
We're at Presbyterian College.
Go.
These are not just kids. These are grown men who have their own opinions.
Just run an 8 or don't play. It's not hard. Just try to run it my way. 5 right, 50 hammer.
They've been a little rusty, because they're learning a new offense, and that's expected.
I'm trying to change the first play, and you don't even know what it is. What is it? You see what happened when you screw off over there?
I understand if you don't understand the system right now. Coach Kelley understands.
Does anybody have any questions about any plays? I'm not mad at you now if you don't know.
But we got to be all in. It's a team effort.
It's freaking Wednesday game week. Quit throwing it behind. We're really young, too. I think we've got 7 true seniors on our team out of 130 guys. With not much time left before St. Andrews, we've got a lot of things we've got to fix quickly.
There's a few people on the team that still really don't like Coach Kelley.
What are you doing?
Responding to Coach Kelley and his coaching staff, it definitely wasn't the most positive reaction at first.
Will you get your crap together?
They kind of changed everything around.
But this is Lex, a big U. Rick, I'm writing, Rick.
I'm just used to seeing certain things, and they kind of threw that out the window with their own philosophies of how they wanted to do certain things. I'm pushing up here.
Yeah, we don't push it up at all. On that one, all you're doing is just watching the Y, really. You're going ready, go, and watching the Y.
I definitely am worried about the transition from his strategy in high school to the college level, especially on the Division I level.
Get him moving!
Coach Kelley has a lot of pet peeves.
But take that bracelet off before I kick you off.
I would say his number one is questioning his system.
Holy freak. Do your freaking job! Y'all keep doing it your freaking way. Y'all can sit on the bench and watch during the game.
Coach Kelley's definitely coming here with high expectations.
Because y'all's way ain't working. If you don't know it, I don't care how good you are, you can't play. Holy moly.
I know he has a plan, but it's new territory, and obviously it's going to take time.
Somebody hit that light. We have a quarterback competition going on here. Little bitty things make all the difference in the world. I've got a young man that transferred in from Michigan, Ren Heffley. I've got another young man who started for them in the spring. These guys are competing for the quarterback job.
So I went to Pulaski Academy from pre-K all the way up to 9th grade. So I played in his kind of system. I just came in with the mindset that I'm gonna compete. I knew they had a starter last year, Tyler Huff, that was really, really good.
He's a little more of a gritty, fiery guy, and he knows the receivers. As we get closer and closer to game one, I've got a tough decision to make.
Eventually, we had a meeting one day. All the quarterbacks left the meeting room. He said, "Hey, Ren and Tyler, stay back for a second." Pulled us into a private room, shut the door, and just said, "Ren's gonna be the starter this year."
When it came to Ren being announced as starting quarterback, I wasn't in favor of that. With all my friendship aside, I honestly thought Tyler performed a little bit better than Ren. To me, it was clear that Coach Kelley didn't really know the impact that Tyler had on this team.
Huff had been here for a while and made trust with everybody on the team and all that. When he was benched, there was some talk with the team and everything.
We were all just shocked, bamboozled, but it was just wow, he really did that.
Well, I've heard some guys that aren't huge fans of me starting, and so I know a starting job isn't a permanent label. So I'm just making sure that I do everything I can to give myself the best chance to perform versus St. Andrews.
Let's go! I've got a total of 5 guys that are from my school at some point. We got Fuda Shinkawa, who's a linebacker that's gonna get a lot of playing time in the first game, maybe start.
Last year, I played for Coach Kelley. We ended up winning the state championship. I think in mid-June, Coach Kelley hit me up. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to go play for him again.
You literally never missed a game. You started every game. That's something. I've got Jalen Witcher, who's earned a starting role so far.
I'm not trying to have a big ego, but yeah, I came in here thinking that I'm coming here to start. Doesn't matter who's in front of me. I'm feeling good today.
Jalen came as a true freshman, and he's earned himself a starting spot. But then, the last few days, Jalen's not been practicing like he did to get the spot. Too far over, Jalen. That is too... Look where you caught the ball. Think, Jalen. We're not gonna win games without you thinking. We're gonna lose games for being dumb. Jalen's playing brain dead. He's turning into this culture instead of the culture he came from.
One day of practice, I knew something was off, Coach Kelley calls me over with a talk.
You have a very non-routine chance to start every game of your college career, even as a true freshman. But you're not. Tell them why.
Lazy. You know why. It's just, I think it's because, you can tell me if I'm wrong, you're becoming complacent.
It ain't just not starting. It'll be you ain't playing for a while. And that would be a shame, wouldn't it? That you let all that work stop because of the last few days.
And hearing that, it really told me that, this is different. This is college. You got to show every day that you're coming with a different mentality. You can't just come there thinking you're going to start. I'm going to show them. I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to turn up the rest of the week at that practice. I have more to show. I have more to prove. There's nothing I should be content with, so I'm going to keep going. Thank you for being on me. I promise you it's going to be different from now.
Hey, Danny. I know you're going to say it's lightning, Boys, do y'all want to practice in the monsoon? Yes. They didn't act too enthusiastic about it, but I love freaking monsoons. We're gonna go take one waterlogged ball out there and see if we can get these guys' arms stronger. I wouldn't say that I enjoy when it rains, but I certainly don't mind it. I wonder if I can drive that lift. I'd like to drive that anyway.
Oh, Kelley loves practice in general, so he doesn't care if it's raining. I think there was just one point back in high school when it was raining pretty hard, and he came out in shorts. I think he was shirtless with like a rain jacket on, but it wasn't zipped up, and he was like dancing like he was a kid. So I think he just loves just doing stuff in the rain.
I want it to rain hard. Pour. Monsoon. Football's played in inclement weather. I think you need to practice outside in the elements and get used to those things. Suck it the freak up. I think you've got to practice the game the way it's going to be played. If you ever come out of here hoping that it's going to rain and we don't practice, we will practice anyway. But I got bad news for you. God loves watching my teams practice.
Man said some crazy
God likes watching my teams practice. He just does.
That's some funny if you chain it as a joke. He was dead serious saying it. That's the crazy part. And I was like, this is a different type of dude. That's what I was thinking when he said it.
It's a little later than I wanted to start. It's 1 a.m. I've got a game sheet. I go through, type out a new one every Friday night before our Saturday game. You know, like a lot of game sheets. I think mine's better than everybody else's, but, you know, maybe everybody thinks theirs is good. Well, I mean, you know, first college game. I thought I would be more, I don't know, nervous, but I don't have that adrenaline rush I got back when I was 18 years ago and it was my first high school game. Weighing in on my mind is we have to perform well, especially in this first game. That's a lot of people watching and wondering, is this gonna be successful? And I told our guys, I said, I didn't know it was gonna be this big a deal, but quite possibly on Saturday, we're the center of the college football universe. And we might well be.
It's game day. I'm really excited to go show what I can do in this first game, to go play with these guys, play for Coach Kelley. St. Andrews is a small NAIA school out of North Carolina. Not expecting a huge challenge, but you never really know what can happen with new coach, new players, new system. So I've got to be sharp to do everything I can to make sure that we win this game. This is my first college game as a starter. I was at the University of Michigan the last 2 years. I redshirted my first year and then had my COVID year. So I've still got 4 years of eligibility and just thought, you know, life's short, I want to go play. Now I'm here. Now it's, you know, it seems like forever ago, and now it's finally game day. I still kind of carry that walk-on mentality from Michigan. I got to be the first one there, got to be the last one to leave. I got to make everything right. Everything has to be perfect in my preparation because, you know, it can go away like that. And I've seen it go away like that. Oh yeah, I mean, there's jitters. It's the first game of the season, what do you expect? You know, I think we're gonna surprise people. I think it's gonna be a good showing for the first game.
I have no idea what's about to come out of my mouth because I never plan a pregame speech. We've got to put everything aside right now and focus on not them, we got to focus on us. I can't tell you how excited I am to watch you play football, and I am so proud. Take advantage of this great opportunity. You're playing Division I freaking football. Love it, embrace it. Enjoy the moment we walk out there, but the minute that ball's kicked off, it's freaking on. Let's go play some football, let's go.
I'm playing for a coach who's never coached a college football game. You know, the team's first season officially in the Pioneer League. It's an offense that not too many people have seen before, especially on the college Division I level. There's definitely two ways. It could go really poorly, it could go really great.
Boys, enjoy the moment. This is freaking cool.
So I think only Tom will tell what's going on.
Go get the freaking football and change the game right here, right now. Proud of you guys, let's go get it done. I either wanted to go down and score if we were on offense first, or onside kick and recover the onside kick, and we recover the onside kick.
That can put confidence in anybody's eyes, and it truly shows them that Coach Kelley's system works.
First touchdown as a college quarterback. First touchdown of the Kelley era. From that moment, I felt like we were gonna have a good day.
Next time on To The House.
It doesn't matter what level they are, it's still a college football team.
This ain't good enough.
Coach Kelley just snaps out of nowhere.
You freaking people have a problem with Ren starting at quarterback, y'all need to quit. I'm worried going into week 2. Freaking lazy ain't gonna get it done. Sometimes when you prepare for everything, you don't really prepare well for anything.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even, come on, y'all just be sneaking up on me. All right. Just watch these videos right here, subscribe, and then we'll get back to the dancing.